On the hybrid field, we are going to have the Master Blasters versus the All-Americans. We're going to move to the other side of the field, give you a different perspective of the field. This hybrid field is the field that the finals are going to be played on. So from our side of the field looking at it, on the right hand side is going to be the Master Blasters. On the left hand side is going to be the All-Americans. So this would be a huge game. Refs have been doing an absolutely fantastic job this weekend, pulling penalties when needed as well. So both teams with a strong break. Master Blaster's making it into the centre 50. He's at the tank. All-Americans pushing the guy up to the 40 in the centre of the field. All-Americans lose a player from the far tape. They fill across to the far corner. It looks like he made it in alive. So All-Americans with 9 players alive. Master Blasters with 10 players alive. Master Blasters with a little bit of field position. All-Americans put their guy into the centre tank. So now All-Americans lose a second player, and then there's a mutual exchange in the middle of the field. So neither team has a tank. All-Americans are 7 players alive. Master Blasters are 9 players alive. So it's 7 All-Americans on 9 Master Blasters. Neither team with a tank, neither team with anyone past the 30. Oh no, Master Blasters have the 40, the stand-up hyper pipe that's the entry to the trenches, or to the trench. So 9 Master Blasters alive, 7 All-Americans. The All-Americans with the far rolly. The hyper pipe on this tape. 7 players alive. Master Blasters with the far stand up at the entry to the trench. They take snake, or the entry to the snake on this side of the field. I'm not quite sure what we're calling that. So Master Blasters with a little bit of field position. On the 40. 2 players on the 40, 1 on the 30 rolly. Master Blasters with 9 players alive. All-Americans with 7 players alive. These live videos brought to you by the ICPL and InceptionDesigns.com. We have lots of 10-man action on the Inception Designs webpage as well, Facebook page. Worth going and give us a like, we'd appreciate that. Ooh. all goes quiet. So still 9 Master Blasters alive. 7 All-Americans alive. Master Blasters with slight field position. Master Blasters lose a player from the far line and take the Snake 50. Master Blasters push up on the tape.
Get up!
So that's 7 players alive for both teams now. Player felt that that one was off of the hyper pipe, but it certainly looks like a tough decision. Looks like a hit on his lens. So both teams 7 alive. Master Blasters with the entry to the Snake. Master Blasters with one on the rolling on the far side. The stand-up hyper pipe next to the trenches on the far tape. All Americans with the rolly, and then the hyper pipe on this type. Excuse me, stand-up hyper pipe on this type. They have the turret and a tree on the far side. Starting to move up the centre for the All Americans. Thanks for the support, Dan, I appreciate it. This field is the field the finals are going to be played on. These are the semi-finals right now. So both teams with 7 alive. All Americans push a guy up on the far side to the rolly. Master Blasters push a guy into Snake 1 on the far tape, the hyper pipe Snake 1, and they lose a player from the stand-up entry to the trench. So that's going to be 7 All-Americans against 6 Master Blasters now. So the All-Americans just saying play, stay smart, because the other team has to come get them. At the same time, one of their players goes into the Snake 50 on the far tape and eliminates the Master Blaster Snake player. So that puts, I think it's 7 All-Americans alive, and I think it's 5 Master Blasters now. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4. I see 4 Master Blasters alive. Is there one in the rolly? So all Americans are just locking the field now. They don't believe they need to push. They believe they've got enough eliminations. And Master Blasters moves up. Hey Nikki T, glad you're watching. There's about 3 minutes left. All Americans are just going to stay in their bunkers, they're not pushing. They believe they have the body count to make it through, so they're not going to risk it. There are 5 Master Blasters left, there is one in the far rolling. Oh, look at Frank come for a run. Oh. And the player he was shooting at was eliminated before he got there. All Americans push up on the far centre field, so over 50. So the more All Americans did actually decide to push. There's one on the far field of the rollie, centre field.
Both legs just cramped up on that straight run.
It's a good run. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 All-Americans still on the field that I can see. 1, 2, 3 Master Blasters maybe. All-Americans at the 50. Master Blasters at the 30 and further back.
No, he was dead. And then he got,
1, 2, 3.
I hate this guy's sticker on his loader. Oh my god, AB's standing. AB is standing at the tank, which means they haven't.
Not a lot of time left. All Americans will push one more player up on the far tape. These are that painted tree on the far side. So they have the 50 in the centre and 3 guys on the back line. Game's about to be over. And one more Master Blaster eliminated before the end of the game. From the far side, All American moves over to the 60, and that's time. So that'll be a win for All Americans on body count. I think there's only 2 live Master Blasters left, and I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 All Americans.